The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. The Bills have 8-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. At the 21-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
line. In motion left is Watkins. Play action. Now Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up? Yellow. Yellow. Stop.
Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. Connected here with Christian McCaffrey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Allen off the play fake. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Touchdown, Bills! James Cook from 21 yards away. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. The
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That ball still moving. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 2-touchdown lead now. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Purdy.
Take him down. The Bills get to him.
Gregory Rousseau
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On play action, Allen.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Purdy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Round 80. Go.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, tight. Regular. Look out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air, Allen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Alert! Brown 80! We'll go!
To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 7. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Purdy now to throw. Get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. as they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Get set. Get set. Watch out. Yellow.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Watch out. Yellow.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 31 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A give. This is Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Davis will try to run through it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back now in Buffalo. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Purdy is set up to throw it here. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Purdy.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5. Here's Cook again.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. And a 49er first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Now they'll tuck this and run.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Purdy looking to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Purdy from the gun.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Niners are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Well, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So the shotgun snap to Allen. A pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just talking about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety or two is going to be there as well.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook. Sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
319! Look out.
Allen will try to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now he's going to step up and run. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Get set. Go. 18. Watch out.
Here's Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Throwing, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Purdy to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Niners 29.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game.